This part right here I should have said in the beginning, so I'm going to cut this and go all the way back. ASUS. What is ASUS called? Easy directional loop. A square loop, if you will. I don't know, words are lost on me. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I just woke up. This is a 3-pack of EZDIY-FAB fans. These fans are PWM, come with a hub that support up to 5 PWM fans, as well as 5 different connectors for 5-volt adapters RGB lighting. I do like the fact that it's SATA powered. This lighting can be tied into your motherboard to sync with things like RGB Fusion or RF Sync or ASRock RGB. This fan pack comes with 2 RGB light strips. These light strips can only be tied in from one side, so they can't connect together to continue all the way around. That's pretty neat if that's something you're interested in. Now, as somebody else had pointed out, it is the 5-volt adapter version, something that's going to be very commonplace to see among most things that you can tie into the motherboards that aren't first-party manufactured, that utilize the 12-volt. Now on the hub itself, you have the option to hit 2 buttons. One button changes between 3 different light speeds, a slow, a medium, and a fast, and the other button cycles through modes, which are a little bit lackluster compared to other things EZDIY especially has done. At the end of this video, of course, I'm going to post a timestamp somewhere about right here where you can just skip to the end and just watch the built-in stock features if that's something you're interested in. The hub also has the ability to be connected to the reset button, so if you're not somebody that uses your reset switch on your PC tower, then save it, run that to it, and that way you can control fans from the front of the tower instead of having to do a reach around, open up your tower, hit buttons on the thing itself. Because this one, which is a little odd to me, I wish that they still would have included a remote control that you could choose optional to use instead of having no remote control, but you know, you get what you get. Realistically, this is geared more towards somebody that's going to be using something built in on the motherboard, such as ASRock RGB or RF Sync or Gigabyte Fusion. Now once you've connected up to 5 PWM fans, you can plug into the side, and right here on the side of the hub, you plug in the connection that'll go straight to your motherboard in order to detect different temperatures that are coming from the motherboard readout. So whatever it detects the temperatures are, it will adjust your fans to automatically. Essentially just a fancy PWM hub. One thing I did notice, if you're not using something like motherboard manufacturer UI control to change the lightings and adjust them, you don't have a way to change the brightness of the lights. But the good thing is that you can chain most of the light off of one fan all the way across. So if you needed to, you could chain the RGB strips to RGB fans because they have splitters on them that'll let you connect them and daisy chain them all together. You can start with the first one and then just kind of chain the other ones off of it if that's something you need to do. Cool things about the RGB strips is not only do they have a 3M adhesive on the back, but they're also magnetic. So if you don't want to worry about it just sticking there, maybe falling off, it's also magnetic to help super support it. As you can see here in this shot, I hang them on the refrigerator sometimes. I'm as proud of these as I am my kids' homework stuff. So something that was really bothering me, and it's gonna bother me through this whole video, is why did we limit ourselves to 5 fans? Now I'm not a manufacturer of these, there might be a perfectly logical reason why they could only do 5 fans on one hub, but why are we so limited here? Because 6 to 9 fans for people with bigger towers especially are gonna want up to those 9 fans, would have been nice to see, because you'll have 3 in the front, 2 on top, and then 1 in the back. That's pretty typical, but there's a lot of exception cases where it's 3 in the front, 3 on top, and then 1 in the back. So you're gonna kind of be hanging here. Other than that, not a huge deal. And if they make a sold separately edition fan, that would be great, something you could put in there. You could always plug into the PWM header on a motherboard, assuming that you have an additional PWM header that's unused, and just chain the lights together. I guess that would work just fine, but it's kind of a sloppy workaround. And speaking of sloppy, all these extra cables here, they kind of make it really sloppy. You're gonna want to be able to tie this and clean this up pretty well. It's a little bit of a mess. Not necessarily a big fan of this. I think that one of the easier things to do would probably be going the route of Gambius in a way. You let the hub do all the talking for you and just worry about plugging in the fans. Plug in the fans, don't have a bunch of extra cables and wires going everywhere that you need to chain this way or that way. Just let the hub do the talking, and that's it. That would have made things a lot simpler, I think, and also to not see the remote included was a little strange to me because EZDIY does have a lot of preloaded stuff on their other fans. I would have liked to have kind of seen that transition with these fans so that we had the remote if we didn't want to do motherboard integration, because not everybody has the ability to do motherboard integration. And on top of that, a lot of the features that are included are something that you can't get from the motherboard UI. The fan speeds are going to be dependent, of course, on temperature inside that it's reading out. So it's going to go from low to high, and I'll post specific stuff on it down below. If you're interested in checking out these fans, there'll be a link to it. You can go read about them. They have specifications posted there if you're more interested in something like that. If you're somebody that wants to know or just have it answered, is this something you should or could put on a radiator? Absolutely. I have no problem with them whatsoever. I think that they're going to push enough air over a radiator. They keep things cool. I think they look good too, for the most part. I'd say overall, it's a pretty good first attempt. I'd like to see the maybe next generation of it clean it up a little bit and maybe support additional fans. Guys, if you have anything that's helpful for people, be sure and post it down below so I can pin it and we can help them out. And thanks for watching this video. You guys have a great day, night, whatever it is. If you're tired and sick and tired of just looking at fans, that's it. January is now officially concluded. We're moving into Project February. That's not really a thing. I just have a projector video coming out, at least one, maybe two projector videos coming out in February. So if you're interested in the projector stuff, that'll be out. Anyways, guys, you have a great day, night, whatever it is, and I will see you in the next video that I do. If you're in the market for a virtual private network VPN, then try ProXPN. That's who I use, and they're offering 50% off codes, which you can find linked down below. Sign up for it, give it a shot, browse with security, browse with privacy, and browse knowing that you can unlock streaming services that are region specific. ProXPN. If you want more information on it, click down below. Check them out. Been doing it for over a decade. They're pretty good.